Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Godhood for what may well be our final video of this first game. I have hope. I think our people are looking real powerful, and I'm a little nervous about this next battle, but I think if we can get past this, I think they get easier. So, who were we planning to bring on this? It's not really safe to bring Phylin, so we were gonna pull Marala obviously, and then it's Marala, Tei, Telly probably for the XP. I think that makes a lot of sense. Tei's getting pretty close to being full miracles. Marala is okay. Marala could use some XP, and Telly still has a ton of growth available, a lot of room to develop. And we got to figure out what we're going to do with our resources for the rest of the run. We can pick up some development power, some stat development power stuff, I guess. Probably this is a priority. Additional knowledge development power. But honestly, these aren't, amazing. Extra dream point doesn't feel all that good. Dreams that raise your damage. New varied dreams to raise secondary stats. I think we're probably going to want to stick to mostly protective dreams for right now. I think, so yeah, let's not worry too much about this stuff. So yeah, all that's really left to do with our materials is build stat points. And then we certainly don't need to do Inspire Great Art again. Declare Revolution's about to come off cooldown, but we probably don't want to fire this again until the final battle, right? We carry the Revolution buff into the final fight and also get a bunch of rituals completed all at once then. So, aside from the 250 that we need for this, which we can get from the mission directly before the final mission, I guess we're free to just spend these. I think probably we want to push ritual progress a bunch, right? We just want to super develop people's stats. So remind me, in the final battle we don't want to bring Telly. Oh no, sorry, Telly's fine. Telly's good, in fact. We don't want to bring Marala. And maybe don't want to bring Marali, although Marali could potentially just be kept safe by Phylin. We probably do want to bring Phylin then, for the healing. So yeah, it's Phylin, Telly, and something. I don't know. But I think Telly is we probably want to push Telly's stats really hard. Especially considering how much physical defense there is here. A party sweeping morale attack that also has good elemental typing against one of the enemies is probably the winner. So let's just go ahead and lay on that ritual progress for you. And then your health is actually really good already. Maybe I want to start leaning on this. We're getting the same amount of charisma and knowledge either way. We get slightly more charisma this way. But devotion is mental armor, right? So I think I'm gonna take that. Alright, and then also I'm gonna buff your ritual progress. Because we probably want 3 defensive dream points here, right? We want to focus pretty much entirely on defense, yeah. So we can afford to do 2 things that are not take a dream point. Tei is inspired to found a tradition of ecstatic salvation. Nature will surely be pleased by this, oh yeah. You know how we love ecstasy around here. Am I allowed to look at what that, this isn't the right button, this one. Am I allowed to look at what that does? Obviously we won't be able to get it. Bring ecstasy to one of your disciples. That disciple develop 2x cunning. If participating, plus X materials from where X is 50% of their cunning. I'll say, okay. And plus 10 faith. I'm assuming the plus 10 faith is permanent. Develop 2x cunning. Is that their cunning goes up by twice their cunning development value? I'm assuming that's what that means. That seems like a really good one. As far as traditions go, seems like a big winner. 3 random disciples develop charisma once, but also can get a temporary debuff. Not necessarily going to happen. A permanent +1 happiness from pleasure seems great. A lot of these seem really, really powerful. The tradition system is super cool. Okay, do we want to push development on either of these two, or is this where we take the dream? I'm going to take the dream point now, I think. Hooray, even more stats for Telly! I would love to hit the next devotion threshold, if we could. How many points am I missing here? We're losing a single point of charisma this way, and it's not a point that would take us up a threshold anyway. And I think the devotion tier is going to be valuable enough to go for here. So 3-2 versus... How much more cunning do we need, really? What does a tier of cunning do? It gives an extra 10 evasion. That's actually pretty significant. Yeah, alright. Organize meals and reject animals. Both of these things, obviously, you should do. Alright, so... The team for this is... Marala, not Phylin, and then basically just anybody who could use XP, probably. Which is to say... Telly and Tei? Yeah, and Ansi's a bad pick and also busy, so we don't really have that many options. And Morali's capped, right? Yep. Okay, I guess let's do that then. Evasion for all of y'all, and hopefully this will be good enough. It's definitely a slightly risky way to defend ourselves against this fight, but we don't really have a lot of good physical defense, unfortunately. My lineup strength is blessed, apparently. Let's just do it now. Sorry, don't... Oh, also, we have a thing over here. Oh, right. Hildegard's letters are available. I mean, we probably want to put that on you, I guess? With your super high defy chance? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alright. Let's prepare the mission. Let's do the thing. So who do we want to put you across from? I guess we put you across from the one who doesn't attack? No, probably not, because this one has the highest morale defense. Here we go here. Those are pretty terrifying numbers. Gosh, those are scary numbers. Yeah, I'm kind of living in terror here. I mean, our numbers are higher. It says that these are better. Also, look at the 3 people with triple-digit strength. But I'm definitely still nervous about this. We're certainly not going to take any martyrdom. We are all done with martyrdom. Honestly, we barely need resources anymore anyway. So a lot is going to come down to die rolls here. The difference between an evade and a critical hit landing is huge. That said, these people do have a lot of really powerful follow-up abilities and stuff. Okay. Oh, boy, an intercept could have been really bad there. Okay, devout, definitely not what you want to see. Looks like we're not going to make it out in a single turn, which is a real shame. Oh, we do get more follow-up. We did convert 373 people in the first turn. It's hard to be too upset about that. Okay. Turns out, I didn't need to worry that much. Everything's fine. We might want to push XP on Tei with the next god action we do. Do we have the maxed out version of that god action? I'm not 100% sure that I took both the benefits. We'll see in a second here. All of these followers. Alright, so now we have the evasion and defy buffs. And we've had an art miracle. Ansi learned how to tell the words of beauty, how to paint the colors of love, how to create the peace that will unite their brethren. And nature was there at every step, guiding her toward the right direction, creating a divine masterpiece. So we could get some unparalleled art and a development spark, or just some supporters. Neither one of these things do anything. I'll take the development spark, I guess. Congratulations on your art. It's very pretty. And you picked up a thing that you can't actually have. It probably doesn't matter. The odds that we'll ever use Ansi for anything are quite low. So where's Telly at, experience-wise? 23. 23 is a bit of a walk to max level. Or to maximum miracles. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but like we should probably... The reason I was checking now is that I could see if we needed to let Tei rest for one, but actually we need to let Tei rest for one anyway because of Fervor. So, let's try to pick one where Tei is not mission critical. In fact, this is probably the one to do right now then, right? Because this is the one we don't want Tei to be a part of. So what is your deal? You have Punish the Feeble, more likely to target a low health opponent, can be improved with knowledge, and gain might when another ally uses a fear ability, which... Okay, so there are 7 fear abilities among your allies' 10 abilities. That seems pretty bad. That said, we don't have any any positive matching against them either, because we don't have any life element attacks. Still, I think this is the next one. So we're gonna save this. It is 4 XP. Okay, so if we do it right now, we can pass all 3 days, then do it again. That'll push Tei over the top, and we can have Tei miracle during this sacrament. That is definitely the plan. And these guys are mostly then morale focused, but not entirely. And these War Reapers are pretty serious. But we'll bring Phylin on this battle and have Phylin be the one who absorbs that. So we'll take Defiance buffs from our dreams and then just have Phylin shield everything else. Do we want you to do... Yeah, take this. Alright, and then, so we're gonna need 100 offerings for this. We can afford to just push ritual progress real hard on somebody. I think it's just gonna continue to be Telly. And Telly's really important in the final battle, so... what do we want to do with you? I probably just want to keep going this way. Seems like an important one. And then... also, bless ritual. Let's just get you some ritual progress, shall we? Tay is inspired to found a tradition of idol. Nature will surely be pleased by this. Let's see. Let's see if I would be pleased by that. Gain action, assign idol. Oh, not like make idols, like idol in the J-pop sense. The idol gains materials from tribute chests where X is 50% of their charisma, -5 faith from arrogance, arrogance, and can learn a strong AoE life morale ability. That's pretty cool. That can infatuate, so infatuate is a clouded action thing. We also gain God action, please fans. Performed by the idol, they get another faith penalty, but you get more chests. That's really cool. That's a really interesting thing. Man, I kind of wish we could just get more traditions. I just want more and more and more traditions. What's going on with Tei right now? Tei offers food, permanent might, and health. I don't know why that action would result in those stat bonuses, but hey, enjoy. Okay, so we S-ranked. We S-ranked our charisma already. Telly, you are unbelievable. Just unstoppable. Let's grab another dream point just so everybody can have a dream of evasion. And then... what else do we want to do here? I guess we can... So we're not going to use Morella in the final battle, and we're not going to use Ansi in the final battle. Which sucks a little bit. Who are we actually bringing here? Did we... I don't think we actually decided. I just knew that I wanted to bring Phylin. So it could be like Phylin, Telly, and... I mean, it's probably Morella. I'm going to give Morella a point of fervor, I think. Because I don't exactly know how we're going to be distributing people over the next group of actions. Alright, let me grant you XP. Pick your miracle. What do we want? We don't have any scaling stuff to pick up, right? It's all charisma and knowledge, and we already have all 3 of the charisma and knowledge miracles, so I guess it's just like... Your faith is ecstatic, and it will probably remain ecstatic. There's no reason to worry about that. I guess devotion. Devotion's a good thing in general for you to have. And then we have 200 left. Who else do we want to develop? I guess it's important that Phylin be real strong. Phylin's going to be an important part of our strategy in the long run. But maybe the right thing to do is... Maybe the right thing to do is give Phylin 2 ability points. And then when this comes off cooldown, do it again, so that we can replace this with a stronger copy of Wall. Because obviously, like, it's a problem that she has that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a little bit of a shame that this is so expensive. This is going to eat a lot of offerings, but I think that's the right thing to do. Okay, and then, let's dream of tests. So you and Telly and Marala. Just to keep that XP flowing in. And it sort of doesn't matter how we position. I guess let's put you across from the one who does the melee attacks, but we can't even guarantee that that obviously is the way the attacks will flow. Ooh, alright. I would love it if we could scoop up all of these bonuses. Morali's about to go out of his prime, which might or might not be a problem. I mean, we're kind of planning to use Morali for the final battle, but we don't have to. Look at them, they came up with like a little 3-part slogan to use at the beginning of battle. It's an impressive amount of coordination. My people just kind of shout whatever nonsense comes to mind. Also, man, we still have to fix Telly's actions as well. Wow, devout twice. Rough. Fortunately, Telly's crit chance is so high. Even if she picks the wrong actions consistently, she's still triggering all of Morala's stuff. We're doing all right. Phylin is functionally invulnerable. I think it's pretty unlikely that we will lose any battles due to having our people knocked out. It's really just, at this point for us, it's really about just trying to keep the opponent from maxing out their conversions, right? Alright, pretty happy to see another miracle for Telly. That's another big free group of stats. That's only Telly's like 3rd of 5 possible miracles, but probably it's the last one we will actually have time to get. All of the followers. Give me all of the followers. Even though I do not need them. Alright. We had ourselves a Wondrous Hunting Miracle, so bonus materials. Okay. Another copy of Split Meal, which is fine, I guess. So 10 Devotion and Resistance versus Divine, or counter with Miracle Bounty when an enemy defies a morale attack. I wish that this tooltip told you what Miracle Bounty did. I feel like this is probably not super relevant. I'm gonna take Force Feed because I think that's a funny idea, but I have any idea if it's actually good. So what is this one? This is the one where we wouldn't want to bring Morala. I'm trying to figure out, like, if we're going to have Telly on Miracle Duty, what is the right mission to take on? And I don't know that Telly is particularly relevant in any of these. So, a bunch of Marvel of Growth stuff. I guess we'll just take this one on now. 10 morale armor for everyone versus 10 physical armor. You know what? This is probably going to be fairly easy to do. Let's do this one now, because we'll bring Morale for this one, and then we'll let Morale rest. So Morale's necessarily at full health. So wait, what is your stuff? Druid morale abilities gain extra morale, armor scaling, banquet of course, and swift judgment could be a real bad time with all this invisible prowling going on. Raises the evasion of all your allies. That's not too relevant against us. I think we can handle it. Alright, so Telly, even more stats for you. I guess technically what we'd want is a might ritual, or a might miracle, except we don't even have access to that. We never found a might ritual or a might miracle, so I guess take knowledge? Knowledge is generally a good stat, and then also additional knowledge development power gives you more faith because of our divine recipe, which has turned out to, like, really, it has really shaped the way we make decisions in the game. Oh. Hey, that looks like a pretty good option right there. Oh, except that doesn't actually give you the knowledge up. You need 4 points to go to S-rank knowledge. But devotion rank plus charisma rank, and then we could just make one more ritual happen. It'll be fine. I want the devotion rank. Okay. Right. I should... Here, we should take this. And then maybe also devotion power? I guess I could have just taken the Holy Site Center. Okay, that was enough. That was just enough extra knowledge development power to push us up to threshold on everything. We have a lot of very powerful disciples right now. Okay, so for this, once again, I think the plan is going to be Phylin deals with the physical attacks, and we just take 3 copies of the Defy Dream. And I think right now is probably a good time to take that Dream Point. So we don't particularly care about the development of either Ansi or Morale. I probably should have used stuff first. So where are people at on XP? Does 4 get us anywhere? No, it does not. So we probably just do a Bless Ritual. Or a Ritual Progress boost. Let's push your rituals. I know you're not really getting that much benefit from them, though. Certainly not as much as some other people. But we are fairly confident we're using Phylin in the final battle, so... Yeah, I'm going to do this. And then we're also going to push ability points on you. And we're going to fix your whole deal here. Alright, and now if we give Phylin 2 ability points again, after this, we do have the option of... putting up a level 3 version of Wall, which will be cool. Okay, yeah, now count crops, get that rank of knowledge. Everybody in our whole village has to be very, very knowledgeable. It's tremendously important to our religion. I guess we just bless ritual at this point. Just like boost up anybody who's not Morale or Ansi. Everybody's having a criminal amount of fun. That's a really strange way to word this. 168 offerings for free. That's pretty damn good. It's hard to be too upset about that one. I sort of want to just do an XP boost on someone then. Who's the closest to a level up? Morala's pretty close. Although Morala leveling up doesn't necessarily do a ton for us. Yeah, you know what? I'll just bank these offerings. And I guess we should spend Ansi's thing here. Here, learn Wall. Get ye some Wall ability. Okay, Phylin gets Ritual Blessing. Okay, so once again, it's Phylin plus Morali plus Morala, or Tei. It's probably Tei. Well, no, Tei doesn't need XP. So yeah, it's Morala then. No, it's definitely not Morala. Morala is the only one it really needs not to be. Morali, Tei, Phylin. Okay. Let's get some Defiance. I could definitely see this thing, this defensive dream thing, also being way less effective if your religion is developed differently. Because obviously it matters a lot that we already have a... So yeah, we want you across from that one. Okay. It matters a lot that we already have a pretty good base on our Defiance. If we had a lower Defiance level, then the 25% boost would not necessarily put us up to a value where the Defiance was reliable. And also, if we had different artifacts, of course, Defiance as a strategy would not have its offensive benefit. I also brought a lot of food. Let's all just eat a lot. Ooh, good stun. I really like the Bighorn Totem. That seems like a real good one. Alright, we get it. Nobody's dying this battle. Ooh. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. It does not seem impossible for us to take that one down. Alright. Not getting through 103 physical defense. I feel fairly confident of that. Yep, we did in fact break one. We're really powerful. Every one of these is building up my confidence more and more in a way that's probably a little bit unsafe, because I'm gonna get a little reckless here. So remember, we do have some excess happiness. We could afford to spend some time doing some repeatables if we think it will help us set up a little bit for the final battle. We don't have to go straight into it after this next thing. And that is an evaluation we will make at that time. I'm not even going to bother trying to figure it out now. Right now, what we're going to do is take on the final one of these power boost things. So I think we should be able to handle it. Yeah, pretty good stats. Totem Slam is real bad. We're going to have to fix that. Definitely Charisma up. Okay, let's grab the last one of these. So this one looks pretty straightforward. Okay, so it's Telly plus... We probably want to let Phylin... Oh no, there's a lot of physical attacking going on here, though. We probably don't want to let Phylin rest on this one. Honestly, Phylin having 1 point fewer fervor isn't actually going to harm anything, so I think we're okay on that. So it's Phylin plus Telly plus Tei, Morala, somebody. Morala, I guess, although the XP is actually pretty unlikely to matter. And then we'll give Phylin an XP boost right now, so that will push Phylin over. Yeah, that should be fine. So, since we don't really care about the development of these two, this would be another good time to take on a Dream Point. Oh, I forgot. I should actually do my XP boost. You get... What do you even want? Probably you want 5 more points of devotion. That's what I think. And then I think I care more about your ritual development. Hold on. Is there anything else I want to do with offerings? I want to fix your abilities a little bit. Are you still at the point where, yeah, 1 ability point matters a lot? Let's get your stuff untangled here. So we'll replace... I think I want to just do Mighty Rally. Oh, hold on. Let's do a level 2 Mighty Rally over top of that. And then we got to the point where we need the extra ability point. Do I want to fix that now, or do I want to wait until this more efficient ability is available again, and instead, right now, just spend offerings on Ritual Progress? I think let's go Ritual Progress. Again, I'm just thinking, you know, it seems pretty important to fix Phylin's whole deal up here. So, 70 plus 2. Okay, you're always getting a plus 2. I don't think ranking up your charisma actually does anything. Yeah, it gives no benefit at all. Let's just focus on the cunning then. How are you doing on minus 105 faith from power? But honestly, doing fine. Hanging on just fine. Let's push ritual progress on you. Where are we at on time here? Okay, 54. So it seems like 2 years per sacrament. So we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time to get this final sacrament on before Tei passes out of Primage. And you we have less time on, and I am kind of planning on using you, so that's a thing to keep an eye on. I mean, it's not like an urgent concern here. Obviously, we can finish this next ritual that we have planned, at least. Morala teaches about the boons of food offerings. Meat will give strength. Corn will give nice bowel movement. That's a different kind of strength, equally important. Permanent +1 knowledge, also bonus offerings from chests. Hooray. Alright, let us buff up. Sorry, I know I'm super forgetful. I knew it was Telly. And we're taking Defiance here because we are trusting Phylin. And then Morala, in theory, could still benefit from XP, and there's not really a reason to bring anybody else. We definitely want to give Tei a day off. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, to think, maybe. So we'll put Phylin across from you. Yeah, okay. So Morali only has, like, a couple missions left. We might actually just... Like, we might be in a place where it's fine to just go after it here, though. After we finish this. Ow! Just coming at me with an ancestral ability that I didn't even realize you had. I mean, we looked at the abilities, but I didn't check the elements of all of them because I didn't think it was going to matter. Even the base level of Wall is so powerful with our stats. Also, Telly, you are absolutely killing me over here. Obviously, I'm not, like, worried. I kind of want to do, for the next game, I kind of want to do a religion that has more physical stuff in it. Maybe this is probably a pretty good reason not to, not to think about taking on the final battle next. I guess I knew we were going to want time for Phylin to do a miracle. But yeah, I'd like to see how viable a strategy based on breaking your enemies is. It feels like there's a lot of healing in the game, but as we're seeing here, you can just get through it sometimes, and if we were more damage focused, if we had fewer abilities that were like passive and healing based, I wonder if we could pull that off. So let's go and do the repeatable that gives offerings. Yeah. To give Phylin time for the thing. Yeah, this'll be easy enough. So let's miracle you. I guess unparalleled art. Like, this doesn't really make a lot of sense. I guess really faith miracle is the way to do it. And let us push Glory of Grace. I guess there's no reason not to. Let's keep that on cooldown. We have enough offerings to build the second level of a temple. Yeah, plus development power on all stats. Why not? So who do we actually want to bring on this? It's basically just like not Tei. which is fine. XP probably doesn't matter now, because I don't know that we do want to do another miracle. Yeah, I don't think we care about Morala's next miracle until he's so far away from the next miracle that I think, yeah, it doesn't matter. So we could bring Morala here just because we don't plan on using Morala in the final battle, so Morala's fervor level is kind of irrelevant. So I think this is the end of us caring about XP. So what we want now is stat points and ability points. These are the two things that actually matter. So let's go ability points on Telly to get through that last point of Devout, because it seems like that's the only way she's going to stop using it. Do I want to grab another Intimidate? No, I think Mighty Rally is the way. And then just force Ritual Progress on Telly, I guess? Yeah. So Telly's the one who has the good elemental match for the next battle. So I guess let's do this way. We're gonna get ourselves a little bit of bonus knowledge. We have here a disciple with 2 different S ranks. That feels pretty good. I think I'd rather push my devotion than my health. And so we're thinking after this mission, we're probably going to hit Declare Revolution and just go to the boss, which means it doesn't make a lot of sense to push Ritual Progress on anybody who we can't get past their miracle by doing that. Except that we actually will probably have enough offerings to do Ritual Progress ++ and then Declare Revolution. So actually, it's kind of hard to know who will really benefit. Alright, well, let's take a dream point on you. No sense not doing that. Tay gets to probably not get anywhere near any other thresholds, but still, stats. Yeah, I'm gonna bless you. We might be able to squeeze 3 rituals out of Telly, right? Do a Ritual Progress ++ to finish this, rush through the next one, and then Declare Revolution to finish the one after that. I think that's the plan. We'll see how it actually works out in practice. So it is... it's Telly and Morala and Tay. And we definitely want to go... I think we want to go for all evasion here. And we'll just deal with... Oh yeah, you only have 3 of those as well. So yeah, doing this without Phylin's a little bit scary. I guess we could bring in Ansi, but honestly I'd rather just like run the people who have the really high power levels. Yeah, so evasion for everyone. We'll just run our 3 prime disciples on this. And it kind of doesn't matter where anybody goes. I guess in theory, Morala should be in the middle because he's less resistant to physical attacks than the others. It's a lot of tribute chests, and we are going to get a lot of offerings out of this. We could maybe have taken Martyrdom, but I don't think we need it. And in theory, we could just keep doing repeatables and keep powering up, but we are on the clock a little bit if we want to be able to use Morala here. Let's all just do a bunch of stuff together. Why even have a sacrament when we could have a picnic and then, you know, maybe some other stuff depending on what you guys are comfortable with. Oh, that's gonna... Oh no, that did not set off any things. Don't we have some cages of false words in this party? Well, I mean, it turns out it's not going to matter. Oof, you don't need to jump in front of everything. That is very good damage. Also, it's proof that nature is great. And then, and then I'll ask you a question. Do you truly believe that nature is great? Because if so, you should come back to the village with us. Let me tell you something. We got some feelings about people who believe that nature is great. And the things we do to the people we have feelings for. You're not going to want to miss it. Ah, the suspense. I want to get to the final mission and see if we get totally ruined. Okay, so just, you know, a casual 910 offerings. No big deal. Phylin painted something so real it sprang to life. Well, again, we don't really need more supporters, so I guess I'll take the development spark. I suppose if we really wanted to, we could push to another tenet. Ooh, Wall++. Overwriting Wall. Oh no, Overwriting Wall Plus, in fact. So, I think we're ready. I think let's just do it. I think we are going to get less ready, not more ready. Alright, a whole bunch more offerings, which is, you know, obviously we needed a whole bunch more offerings. Let's not declare the revolution yet. We're going to ritual progress. So it's just one battle. To which we bring Morali for the bonus damage against this guy. Phylin to absorb this nonsense and also to eat the life attacks that are going to come off of Keepers. Although, Keepers is not a name, sorry. You guys are both Keepers. You know, the Life Keeper. Although, of course... you know what? Resistance versus Dark. I wonder what resistance actually means. Because if it's possible that it's not a large enough amount to make dark attacks worse than non-dark attacks. But I guess we could just bring Tei instead. Have it be Tei and Telly and Phylin. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's a fine strategy. So we want to... I mean, do we need Defy? We probably don't need Defy. I guess we're gonna give everybody evasion anyway, because you only have a couple of morale attacks. They're not even that powerful, and then we also have a ton of natural Defy due to our knowledge. So we want to push ritual progress then on Telly or Tei, or is anybody pushing toward a threshold? Yeah, you are. But I don't know that health threshold matters all that much, because it's not going to increase damage dealt or anything. You know what? We're going to just super mega push. No, it's probably better we push Tei, because we can get over that devotion threshold. That'll matter. That like totally means something. And this has a 2-day cooldown, so we can do it one more time. Definitely take the devotion. So we'll hit declare revolution after we spend our 3 days, I think. There's nobody we want to do this on, but we should definitely spend ability points because we have all these offerings. So Telly, we don't need to fix anything. Tei has a copy of Offer Food left, which is a little bit unexciting. The Divine Element's not actually useful here. Neither Nature nor Divine, so it doesn't really matter which of those you have. A Life Element also is not particularly relevant here, so yeah, again, does not actually matter which thing you have. And Phylin is... Phylin's already maximally committed to the wall strat. So I guess we'll just... Who needs... your abilities are lower tier than everybody else's. We'll give you the ability points. My guess is we're only going to get to buy a thing for 1 ability point once here. So let's replace Offer Food with... this is Miracle Bounty. This is the thing that gives the target bonus damage. Okay, we don't really necessarily want there to be a lot of miracle bounty running around. So 115 power. Yeah, let's just do this. We'll give you another copy of Nurse. And then I will also give you one more ability point. And we'll upgrade something. I'm going to upgrade... Let's upgrade this to a level 2 Nurse. Nurse Plus. It doesn't make any sense to do an XP thing, so I think we just now... We might be able to get you through this ritual to start a new one right before we do the revolution. That would be ideal. This seems like a good time to take a dream point, because we're not going to be able to get Phylin through a ritual, and also it kind of doesn't matter. I was hoping we would roll Tei here. Well, so we could take another dream point, I suppose. Because again, like blessing at this point, blessing ritual on Phylin does nothing. Yeah, I guess we take another dream point and just give somebody a little bit more of a push. And then we have the resources for... this doesn't matter. We have the resources for Ritual Progress ++, 2 ability points, and then Declare Revolution. So, who do we want to finish a couple of rituals? We'll do it on Tei, because Tei will get through that, and then we'll get through the next one. There's a lot of physical abilities. I'm gonna do this. A little bit of health might end up mattering. Alright, and then 2 ability points. Who wants 2 ability points? Of the 3 people we're talking about here. It's not Phylin. I'm gonna give him to Telly, I think. Unfortunately, the 1 ability point bonus god action just has too long of a cooldown. Alright, let's upgrade... I think I want to upgrade one of the Mighty Rallies to Mighty Rally 2. And let's start the revolution. Alright, 10 morale damage and physical damage. Also, lots of bonus stat points. Hooray for bonus stat points. Okay, Tei didn't get the buff, but both Telly and Phylin did, so that's pretty good. We got a little bit lucky on that. And then it doesn't actually matter what we do here, but it won't let me move on until we lock in a thing for everybody. So you take that one, you take that one, you get this one. Meals for you, meals for you. Somebody's got to reject all these animals. And then the question is, who do we want to put the 4th dream point into? So I think we're going to give everybody flying. And then somebody can also take, like, a plus armor of some kind. Who's got the worst defenses? So you're on 85, 58, 60, 59, and 38, 116. I think we're going to give Telly physical armor just in case, because there's a lot of physical damage here. So you get evasion plus... you can't take two buffs to the same defense. Interesting. That's probably a pretty good move for balance. You get the evasion, and you get the evasion. Alright. Did that not? That didn't quite push everybody over to ecstatic. We don't have the resources to buy... No, we don't have the resources to buy the other faith bonus. Ah, well. I guess we're going to have to go into this last thing with some people not being ecstatic. It is a real shame. I don't know how much it matters. I guess we should put you across from the claw guy. Okay, I think we're in a good spot here. I'm really, really hoping for a bighorn charge. Actually, if we're hoping for a bighorn charge, maybe you should be across... Yeah. Let's do it this way and hope for a productive charge. We have a much higher total strength than they do. I have faith. I have faith in us. I think nature, which is to say me, is definitely going to guide us to a victory on this one. I was a little worried about our scaling in the mid-game. I thought that maybe I had taken too long to get things online, but it turns out we're probably fine. Don't tell me where my heresy ends. Okay, an excellent start. I'm a little bummed out that we didn't get Bighorn Charge, but you know. What are you gonna do? Okay, no big surprise there. They have very, very good conversion. I'm actually a little worried about all of this conversion. Then again, maybe we're fine. Yeah, wow. Okay, I always forget that our cunning's really bad. So it's not like we didn't do much during the turn, it's that we hadn't done much during the turn yet. Boy, even through 150 armor, the Chosen hits pretty damn hard. Ah, yeah, we scaled considerably past what was necessary for that. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but maybe we're going to turn the difficulty up for the next one? There was a difficulty level above what we played this on. So I'm kind of wondering if there is in fact going to be more. Did we win, or did we just unlock the real final battle? And there's a variety of forms that could take, right? Like, we could get the last Sunstone. It could be like, oh no, it turns out we didn't have the Sunstone. You gotta face the real last enemy. Or it could be, they give us the Sunstone, but that just unlocks the final thing. We did not end up with more followers than the idea of truth, but actually I think that's a good thing, sort of for everyone in the universe. Having completed the Cosmic Sundial, you feel your divine will ascending. Godhood is achieved. You ascend as a new being, leaving the world of mortals far behind. However, even in your absence, your teachings take on new life as deep traditions which blossom over many generations. As we all know, I am ascended. Alright, so I think we did actually win then. Confirm, I say. Confirm's a weird button to have to push to to end the game. So we got a happiness multiplier of plus 18% for a pretty good final score. Not quite a final score beyond the idea of truth itself, but still pretty good. So it turns out happiness does have another use. It's time to let your people go and fare without you. You will gather the power of the Sunstone in a dimension not observable by humans. It's kind of like my whole deal all the time, I would have thought. Have I just been hanging out on the island? Could they walk up to me and, like, say hello? Listen, everybody, just keep the faith. I'll return, maybe. I guess I don't actually know what's going to happen when I use this Sunstone, so... The understanding becomes a world religion for many centuries, but your divinity is forgotten over the ages. Nonetheless, your rules and traditions leave behind a better culture. People are keen on minimizing suffering. All life is equally valuable to them. The mighty are always scrutinized by the masses and feel a moral obligation to take care of the needy. Sometimes a revolution breaks out when things seem to go too slow. People die in the name of freedom and equality, but in general, the people are just. Okay, I like this, sort of like turning the, extrapolating out from the traditions we set for our religion. You know, it's a pretty good world. Some quirks of the understanding have survived through the ages. Tourists flock to your lands to witness your marvelous art. The people are patient and forgiving. People have strong cheeks. What? What does that mean? Even in the modern day, people still reject animals, tell stories about trees, and train food. Your rules make the world a more confusing place for millennia. people have strong cheeks maybe is like a... This might be like a French colloquialism for like people smile a lot that's been directly translated and doesn't quite work in English. I wonder if that's what's happening there. But without your divine guidance, the humans cannot last for too long. Because what are their morals if they cannot ground them? Maybe in another parallel universe you can achieve ultimate godhood and become the truth. Oh, they're telling me my victory wasn't good enough. I see. Alright, well I am kind of curious what the text box will say if we become the truth. So, let's make that the goal for next time. We could... You don't gain supporters from doing the repeatables though, do you? I guess if we had done art one more time... Yeah, actually, if we had done art one more time, I think it would have pushed us over. It's doable. It's probably doable in the next game. So here's a big list of our disciples. You don't get your name listed because Bia is, as always, in front of you, making you look foolish and weak. Oh, geez, remember when we had disciples who had 8s? Who had 8s in their skills? The lowest skill for our modern Guardian was 27. Yeah, stats get better over time. Alright. Let's drop out to the main menu here. I think, obviously, that was a pretty successful run of Godhood, although maybe not quite successful enough for the very judgmental ending text. When we start up a new game tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure what beliefs we're going to go for. Here, we're going to jump into the tradition menu here. I'll make us a cool god for next game too. But really what I want to do is just speed forward to the screen where we pick the core commandment of our religion. So let's take a quick look at them all. Might makes right. Your followers will prove their faith in you through blood and victory. Recommended for beginning players, which obviously is not exactly us, but it is a much more physical playstyle, which would be interesting. We can strive for mutual understanding. Your holy site becomes a beacon of reason and debate. Style only morale, not mostly morale, like don't do physical violence at all. It would probably be kind of an interesting challenge, although also maybe a little bit similar to what we ended up doing this last game. Purity starts with a clean body and mind. Your worshippers purge their sins through cleansing and abstinence. Pleasure. Indulge in worldly pleasures. Cries of passion, love, and gratification will fill your temple site. Mostly morale-based, kind of a risky playstyle. Here's the thing. The condoms have not been invented yet. So, hopefully at some point you can develop a tenet about safe sex. Greed. Materials make the world go round. Your disciples are profit-driven and results-oriented, mostly physical with an eye for critical hits. This does sound pretty different from our previous playstyle. And of course, finally, madness. A mixed playstyle, very offensive. The maddening insights provided by the divine being are the only truth. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see us do for the next game. And with that, I think we are all done for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're starting up a new thing, maybe on the higher difficulty, maybe not. I don't know if we should try to set a high score and also go up in difficulty. I don't know. I'll think about it. But we will definitely be starting a new game. And we'll see you then.